All right, everybody, welcome back to the WhizzbangBAM podcast. I'm your host, Casey Campbell, here for a very special episode. The lovely Foundry Theater in idyllic Huntington, West Virginia. Before we get started here, I just wanted to give a big thanks to our sponsors of this podcast. Thank you. If you would like to be one of our sponsors for the podcast, just come on out and hit up WhizzbangBAM on the old email address there. My first guest for this episode, you may recognize him from a very famous cartoon strip on Sunday mornings, but he's also a DJ, ladies and gentlemen. How about it for Huntington's own Charlie Brown, superstar? All right, give him a round of applause. Yeah. That's right. Good to see you. Have a seat.
Good to see you, Casey.
Yep. How are things? Now, so Charlie Brown, that's not your name. Your name's Brett, right?
Yes, my name's Brett Fuller.
Okay, what's up with that?
With the name?
Yeah.
The name's just a take on Jesus Christ Superstar. It's just
No, I mean Brett
play.
Fuller.
What? Oh, I don't know. That was the one that was given to me.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Well, we're going to look into that.
All right.
For you. So you're a DJ, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Now.
And a producer.
And a producer. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Producer and okay. Well, hold on. Okay. So DJ. Now that's an acronym for disc jockey, as we all know. Mm-hmm. What's your favorite acronym?
You really got me on that one.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of them out there, I guess.
I guess I'd have to also go with DJ.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
I guess so.
I mean, it does suit you, I would
Yes.
say. So, now, in the profession of disc jockeying, they say that you spin records. Do you actually spin records at your shows?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
I used to take records and spin them like a basketball.
Did you really?
But not
How long did
anymore.
it take you to learn how to do that?
It didn't take long. They have a hole in it and they stick to your finger pretty easily.
Okay.
But
I may have to. I wish I had one here. I would get you to do that live.
only 33, 45 they'll fall between your finger.
Oh,
because of the
okay.
bigger
See,
hole.
those tricks of the trade right there,
Yeah.
folks. I mean, I never would have.
Stick
never
with me,
known
you'll go
that.
far.
Yeah. So you must be pretty good at DJing. Beats per minute. Now, for those unaware, beats per minute are the amounts of beats in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Can you count those by do you know how fast a song is right off the top of your head?
You get to a point where you kind of can get in the realm of that.
Yeah.
But
So if I go like,
I would say I'd say by the symbol of the sounds that you're around 120 because that sounds like a house music sound.
it's about 164, but that was pretty close. That's great.
I was once told at a gig that 147 is the ideal beat for dancing.
Is that right?
This guy was trying to help me do my job.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Well, fun fact, that actually comes from Pythagoras. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah.
It's also not true.
No, well, pretty sure I'm the host here, Brett, but that's okay. So you live here in Huntington, West Virginia. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and you live with Jimbo Valentine, who's a really world-renowned artist, has shown some stuff in the Guggenheim, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
How hard is it to keep your hands off of him when you're at home alone?
It's tough. You get inspired by that. He's always making art, and you just get it's pretty hot stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So,
Art is pretty hot.
Yeah, you have to just keep your distance across the room.
Okay,
We're pretty
all
good
right.
about that,
Yeah, well, you obviously have a lot of self-restraint, and I
Yes, I
appreciate that of you. Yeah. So tell us about what's coming up next for you. You got any projects in the works, or what's keeping you busy these days?
Well, I will, starting next month with this mid-March, in April, I'll be going on the road with Tyler Childers for his Sin in the Hounds tour.
Oh, interesting. I've heard of him. What does he do?
I believe he plays guitar, I believe.
Oh, okay. Nice. Check him out, folks. You ought to check Childers. Is that right?
Childers.
Okay, excellent. Well, that's cool.
I'm-
So you're hitting the road with Tyler?
Mm-hmm. I've been working on some remixes and working on my my album. Hopefully, it will put out sometime this year or next year.
Oh,
next year.
wonderful. Now, you said remixes. I'm glad you brought that up because I've been thinking about this. They always say that DJs work on remixes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you ever just mix something the first time and just leave it there, or do you always have to remix?
I guess that depends on how good you are at your job.
Oh, okay.
I'm still in the remix.
You're still in the
realm,
remix
yeah,
phase? Well, that's
yeah.
okay. You'll get there, bud.
I'll get there.
It's all right.
Practice.
You've got time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, through DJing, I'm sure you've had many different styles and genres of music come across your desk, as they say. What songs have you ever heard that you really hate, and will you be very specific and name the artist?
I don't know. I don't know if we should say stuff like that. You know, every art's subjective, and everybody can like something that I may not enjoy.
Well, if you don't enjoy it, then it's bad. I mean, that's the way that works, right?
I think so. But
yeah.
But who am I to say?
Wow, excellent, wise words, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Well, let's see. Let me go through my questions here. So, some of your favorite DJs. How long have you been doing this, by the way?
I've been
Brett?
doing this since almost 29 years, almost 30 years.
Wow.
I started in 1994.
Wow, you started before any of the production staff was born.
I know that.
You realize that?
Maybe most people in this room.
Wow. Well, I don't know about that, but I mean, I'm 57. I just aged well. So, so who are some of your favorites throughout the course of your DJing career, or people you've looked up to?
Well, there's a lot depending on genres. I've always liked DJ Shadow in the instrumental hip hop realm. Although he is no more for his producing than DJing. I would dare say.
Okay.
And also I've never been much of like a DJ who scratches or anything, but I always like Cut Chemist and Magic Mike. Those guys that would
Magic
scratch.
Mike. Mm-hmm. I heard that movie he did was great.
I always thought Fatboy Slim was a lot of fun. And there's a lot of guys from the originators like Frankie Knuckles and Carl Craig and Carl Cox over in England. Those guys are all very good at their craft.
Okay, nice. Well, let's say Frankie Knuckles and DJ Shadow. Let's say they had a baby. How awesome would that baby be at DJing? What do you think?
I don't know. They might rebel. They might turn into an accountant.
Oh man, wouldn't that be terrible?
Yeah.
You think they'd be disowned if they did that?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. They seem like caring people. So.
Wow, that's good. Did you hear? Check that out, folks. They're caring people.
Well, Frankie Knuckles, R.I.P.
Yeah? Oh well, Frankie Knuckles, R.I.P. Yeah. Do you like long songs or short songs?
I like long songs.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. But the short songs aren't without their charm. But
okay.
A lot of times people ask me why are my songs so long, or why do you play songs that are so long?
Why are your songs so long?
I don't know. I mean, maybe I have trouble ending a song.
Oh, well, folks, if you want to reach out to our DJ here and help him learn how to end songs, that'd be great. You can find that information on.
I've been working on it. I'm getting better. I've the last few ones I've worked on have cut it down to about 4.5 minutes.
Oh wow.
So.
See, I don't even consider that a long song. I kind of feel like you're being a hypocrite with me right now.
No, I'm not. I said I've cut them down to 4.5 minutes.
Oh, okay. So they started out longer than that.
Around 7.
Is that part of the DJ process?
I don't know. I come from like a house music background, and a lot of those songs are longer because you have intros, outros to maybe mix in and out of those songs, and you want to set a groove, and if it's a room full of people dancing, they might want to just groove along to that record for.
Gotcha.
3 or 4 minutes.
That makes sense. Now, does it still count as house music if it's played in a warehouse?
That's where it started. Was a warehouse.
Why don't they call it warehouse music then?
I think it was shortened from warehouse.
I just learned something. You just totally blew my mind here at the end of this interview.
I think that's the case.
That's unreal. Well, tell us where we can find your music.
I'm on all the streaming services.
Okay.
And I have music that can be purchased on anywhere you purchase music.
Well, great. You can find that under Charlie Brown Superstar. Did you give your own name Superstar? Did you do that yourself, or did someone name you that?
Well, like I said, it's just a play.
Oh, that's right, Jesus Christ Superstar. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I should have made a note of that, or else
I thought you did. Yeah, it looked like you were writing stuff down.
Well, I was writing a lot of stuff down, but that wasn't one of them. But all right, well, hey, everybody, let's give it up one more time, Charlie Brown Superstar. But don't go anywhere here on the panel. I want you to stick around as we invite our next guest up. Again, big thanks to our sponsors. Thank you. All right. Okay, well, folks, let's move on. Our next artist, let's just bring him right out. William Matheny.